Disclaimer: this video is based on publicly available records, official investigations, and historical documents. We present this case with respect for the victims and their families. No conclusions are stated as fact. 9 experienced hikers, temperatures below -30 degrees Celsius. Their tent was found torn open from the inside. They fled into the frozen night without shoes, without coats, without explanation. None survived. This is the Dyatlov Pass incident. And more than 60 years later, no one agrees on what truly happened. In January of 1959, a group of 9 hikers set out on a ski expedition in the northern Ural Mountains of the Soviet Union. They were students and graduates of the Ural Polytechnic Institute. Most were in their early 20s. All were experienced. Their leader was 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov. The group planned a challenging route across remote, snow-covered terrain. The goal was not leisure, it was certification at the highest difficulty level, recognized by Soviet authorities. This was not a group prone to panic. They carried proper equipment. They kept detailed journals. They photographed their journey. The last known campsite would later give the case its name, Dyatlov Pass. The group reached the edge of the mountains. Weather conditions worsened. Visibility dropped. One member turned back due to illness. That decision saved his life. The remaining 9 continued. The hikers moved toward a mountain known as Kholat Syakhl. Its name translates roughly to Mountain of the Dead. That afternoon, strong winds and heavy snow slowed their progress. Instead of descending to the forest below, they pitched their tent on an exposed slope. This decision would later be questioned. That night, something happened. Whatever it was, it forced 9 trained hikers to abandon shelter in one of the coldest environments on Earth. When the group failed to return on schedule, search teams were dispatched. On February 26th, nearly a month later, the tent was found. It stood partially collapsed. Snow covered. Abandoned. Boots were left behind. Coats. Food. Equipment. Most disturbing of all, the tent had been cut open from the inside. Investigators would later confirm slashes could not have been made from outside. Why would anyone do this? Why not exit normally? The first bodies were found Rowley, 500 meters downhill. 2 hikers lay near a tree. They were barefoot, wearing only underwear. Signs indicated they had attempted to build a fire. They died of hypothermia. 3 more bodies were discovered daily in the tent. Their positions suggested they were trying to return. They also died from exposure. Months later, when the snow melted, 4 additional bodies were found in a ravine. Their injuries were different. Some victims suffered massive internal injuries, crushed ribs, severe chest trauma, skull fractures. Yet their skin showed little to no external damage. Forensic experts compared the forchetto that of a car accident. But there were no vehicles. No impact site. No explanation. Some died of hypothermia, others from trauma. One woman was missing her tongue. Another was missing eyes. Soviet reports attributed this to post-mortem decomposition and scavenging animals. Critics argue this does not fully explain the findings. Clothing from 2 hikers showed elevated levels of radiation. Not lethal levels, but unusual. These individuals had previously worked at facilities involving radioactive materials. Was this coincidence or contamination? No definitive answer was given. The tent could be exited normally. The cuts suggest urgency. Panic. Or immediate danger. But what kind of threat makes trained hikers flee into a freezing darkness without shoes? The group did not stay together. Some went downhill. Some tried to return. Some sought shelter in the forest. These are not random movements. They suggest decision-making under extreme stress. Decades later, Russian authorities reopened the case. Their conclusion: a delayed slab avalanche. The theory suggests no pressure caused a sudden collapse, forcing the hikers to flee. Critics argue no clear avalanche evidence. Dent remains standing. Slope angle was relatively mild. Supporters say conditions were rare, but possible. Theory 2. Katabatic winds. Sudden, violent wind scald have caused disorientation. Panic. A perception of imminent collapse. This explains flight, but not the injuries. Theory 3. Military testing. Some believe secret Soviet weapons tests occurred nearby. Parachute mines. Shockwaves. This could explain internal injuries without external trauma. No official records confirm this. Theory 4. Something else entirely. Infrasound. Psychological breakdown, environmental illusion, or a combination of factors. Still don't fully understand. The evidence does not support a single, simple explanation. The original Soviet investigation. Kandla: the hikers died due to a compelling natural force. No criminal charges were filed. No clear cause was named. The case was closed. Reopened. Reinterpreted. Yet even today, experts remain divided. 9 people entered the mountains. None returned. Their final decisions still defy simple logic. Perhaps this was a perfect storm of environment, fear, and chance. Or perhaps something critical was never documented. What would make you leave safety behind in the middle of a frozen night? Share your thoughts below. And for more carefully researched unsolved cases, subscribe to the Unsolved Archive. Because some mysteries aren't hidden in the dark, they're buried in the snow.